Good morning and welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I have the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, and our card of focus is Ghostlands, and it came out in reverse. It's so weird. I love this deck, and I rarely get them in reverse, but it feels like lately it's been happening. So the Ghostlands really is about learning from the past, to imagine a beautiful future. But you've got to live in the here and now, okay? So when it comes out in reversed, it's kind of a sign that maybe you're wandering an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance, okay? And what I mean by that is, longing for something that's already gone or something that hasn't happened yet. Okay, and there's no point in doing this. There's no point in longing for the past and longing for what hasn't come to fruition yet. Because they're places of no real substance, right? So perhaps you've created a fantasy of like the good old days or some elusive utopian destination, right? That lies somewhere in your future. And in that sort of fantasy utopian destination, there are things, that happen to make things better, right? But it's really in our mind, which is so that's difficult because when we think about manifesting, it's everything's a thought first, all right? But this is a little different. This is living in the place that has no substance. Okay, so really, this card is advising that we live one day at a time. So each day is a new beginning. Every day is a death and rebirth for us, and every day is filled with truth and beauty. So stay away from the ghostlands of the past and the future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. So that was kind of a roundabout way of saying be here now, right? Be here now, enjoy the moment. Maybe it's one step at a time even. I have days like that where it's just one step at a time, and sometimes I don't know if I'm going to make it. But I do, if I can go one step at a time. But I've also been really guilty of living in a fantasy world, right? And I mean living in a place of no substance, right? Be here now. Be here now will help you get to where you want to go. It'll help you get to that utopian destination, right? The one that you've dreamed of. Whew. Nice energy today, right? All right. I pulled out the Witch of the Forest Tarot. Oops, let's get a little light on that. I love that. And let's get into this a little bit because I actually resonate with this quite a bit. I've had to really take a look at what I'm trying to manifest, and is it something that I can actually bring into reality, or am I living in that place and thinking that it's the truth of the situation? Okay. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being with me on this journey, and I am so completely honored to be able to bring these messages to you, and hopefully they are helping you on your journey. So kudos for showing up, right? If you are here, you are a seeker. You are a seeker of understanding. You need to understand. All right. Be here now. End the long... Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, my God. Okay, here comes the death card right away. So, yeah, death and rebirth, right? And we just talked about how each day is a death and rebirth, and living Living for today, living one day at a time. We have a birth in the morning, we have a death when we go to bed. Right? And we work through things as we sleep, and then we get up fresh the next day and we do it all again. So this is just kind of confirmation that it's necessary at this point of whatever your situation is right now is to focus on the day you are living. In your energy, we have the Knight of Wands showing up, and I love the Knight of Wands. So much confidence. Now the Knight takes the spark of an idea from the page and fans the flames. Okay. So there's something you're working on, something you're working towards that is, and you're in this energy. This is your energy, right? You are really going for it. Wands are really fast moving energy, right? So you are definitely in this energy. And this is good. Unless you're not focused on today and what needs to be done today, you're only looking at your utopian destination, okay? You know, if you've seen my readings before, and I'm going to say it again, you know, if there's something that you want and you put it out there and to manifest it to you, it won't come to you until you take inspired action towards it, until you take actionable steps towards it. That's how we attract that energy towards us, okay? But to me, you have an understanding of that, of being in today, of living each day for that day. But you are definitely in, you are in action. I'm going to say you're in action. Keeping in mind judgment. Yeah. Yeah. This is an awakening. This is an assessment. Maybe you're being too judgmental about yourself. You know, when I was talking about the death card and how every day is a birth and rebirth and death, you know, when we sleep and we process everything, that's our judgment, right? So we do go through sort of a judgment phase every day. Yeah, if you can step into living for the day, each day, one day at a time, it feels like it's really going to, it's going to do something on a much deeper level for you. And maybe you've been so focused on that end goal and longing for that end destination that you're missing all these fun little things along the way, okay? You know, detours can be really fun. Small adventures can, and that's, you know, things that send us off on little side paths, roadside attractions, if you will. Yeah, so you are reaching you're completing a cycle here, okay? Every day. And we're going to go back to that message. You know, one day at a time. One day at a time, ending a cycle, right? We get up in the morning, we live the day for the day, we do the things we need to do in that day, we take actionable steps towards that destination that we want, and then at night, we go to bed. And that is a form of death. We go to sleep, we reassess, we have an awakening of what we need to do the next day, and so every day we are completing a cycle. This is fabulous. I love this. I'm so guilty of it myself. Yeah, look at that. Attachments. So you may have to, yeah, this is in your energy. So there's more than one way to get where you need to go. And it feels like in the energy of the Ghostlands, you're already living in that place in your mind, but you haven't taken the steps towards it. And so The devil releases outdated thinking, old mindsets, bad habits, addictions, weird connections, like all that kind of stuff. And so letting go, it feels like you need, honestly, this different approach here, this live it one day at a time as you're moving your energy towards your destination, that's a different kind of approach, right? So you may have to release the perception that there's only one way to get where you want to go. You guys, the small steps matter. A lot of little small steps will equal a giant leap. So even, in your assessment that you're probably going through every night in your dreams and in your waking, we do the things for today and then we make a list of what we need to do tomorrow. So that's part of that. I just totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh my gosh. It'll come back to me. Okay. Yeah. You gotta there's a different way. It's like you're too attached to a specific way, a specific longing. Maybe you're so attached to living in, the place of no substance, right? And we need to step away from that and understand that right now it's day to day, day to day. All right. Wow, what was I just going to say? It was totally blocked. It was like literally blocked as it was coming out of my mouth. Okay, and we have the Empress coming out. That was a card of abundance, of birthing something new, of fertility, of love and luxury, and there's so much abundance of everything, right? It's going to feel so much better for you when you can live day to day as you're going towards something. And oh, sorry, if you'd like to see the card. And celebrate the small little triumphs every day. Okay. And have some self-love for those accomplishments, no matter how small. On a day to day. Pamper yourself, love yourself, cherish yourself day to day. Don't judge yourself because you haven't manifested that destination yet, okay? Yeah, you've got to bring it back down out of the clouds, ground it into the ground, and start that day-to-day practice, okay? Living day to day. Okay, we have the Two of Swords coming out, which is, making a decision. Yeah, you'll have to make decisions every day. You'll have to make a choice every day. You'll have to make multiple choices every day. But that's the thing, you do it in that day. And you do it for yourself. Now, this can also be a card of blocking energy. But I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like, well, I mean, yes. Maybe it's time to just sort of block out those places of no substance. Right? And go within, put your blindfold on, right? Go within and really make the decisions for yourself for that day, on a day to day. All right. Let's get one more card for your energy. This is great. I love this because, yeah, wow. Yeah, it is going to bring you into that Four of Wands freedom. Yeah. I think you're going to be really surprised at what you can accomplish when you bring it back, when you ground it back into, when you get grounded in it and you start maybe taking some smaller steps. Because it feels like with the ghost lens, in reverse, you might not be doing anything towards it. You're just dreaming and longing for what it is that you want and for what it is and what you had. So it's almost kind of a limbo-y kind of feeling. So when we bring it back to a grounded place and we start moving towards it again, one day at a time, it is going to bring you into freedom, especially when you realize that this is a different approach that you need to take. Okay? I love it. Okay. I'm going to take this advice. I have a great imagination. I have a very grand imagination. Oh my goodness sakes. Yeah, and look, it's going to put you back where you need to be. It's going to put you back in a place of loving yourself, loving everyone around you. This is a gift from spirit. Your cup is going to overflow, right? This love and joy and happiness, and it is going to ripple out. And not only is it going to fill you up, it's going to ripple out and touch all of those around you. It's going to, and not just people, I mean, places, events, right? It's an energy that you will have with you that people are really going to want to be around. That is going to attract in what it is that you're working towards. Okay? All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. This is really, I like this morning. I'm claiming it for myself because I do. I'm super, yeah. I'm super like this. This is me. Sleepless nights, worry. You might be feeling a little sick to your stomach with so much anxiety and worry, right? Keep it simple. What is that? KISS, KISS. Keep it simple, sister. Yeah. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Bring it back down to the ground and take it one day at a time. Focus on one day at a time. All right? Yeah, you can do this. So, yeah, the Wounded Warrior is showing up with this Nine of Wands, but this is an incredible card of resilience. All right? Nothing's going to stop you. You are going to get there. You have all of this wisdom that you've collected from all of this crap that's come at you in your lifetime. So you're going to be okay. You got to like apply it. Okay? Apply it day to day now. All right. Anything else? I kind of don't want to leave this energy because I just, yeah. Yep, this is a fresh new start towards a foundation, like your material and financial foundation. I love that this page energy is really looking at that coin, trying to figure it out, right? Now, pages are usually pretty, they're childlike energy, youthful energy. But the Page of Pentacles has a really kind of strategic adult-like mind when moving towards about money, about foundation, about material and financial stability. Okay, the things that we need to survive in a material world. So, yeah, bring it back down to day to day, one day at a time, and you're going to see movement that I think it's going to shock you, probably because you haven't really been moving towards what it is that you want. You've just been kind of living in that place of no substance. Okay, I mean that's what the message is here today. All right, there you are, bottom of the deck. I'm going to pull it because we have the card of victory and triumph and recognition. So yeah, you're going to get where you need to go. You just need to bring it back to a simple level and work day to day towards what it is that you want. Okay, in the real world. Okay, it's okay to dream and manifest and all of that, but we still have to take those actionable steps. We still have to take the inspired action towards what it is that we want in order to bring it towards us. Okay, that is your message today. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe and share with your besties. Don't forget. And I will see you soon.